EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Broncos had 8 and 5 to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Captain. Hold on, son.
Now it's Nix. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Zone read to give to Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this return will come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. It's a gain of 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And now an audible here into something else. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Makes the score. Broncos 21, Raiders 0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. The Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And Stroud now to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Captain. Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
A 10-yard gain.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. When you look at this Bronco defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running.
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Check it out. Hold on a sec.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. (21-0) our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Captain. Hold on a sec.
Nix to the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
4 yards on the pick.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Max Crosby. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. They'll get this out to Genty. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Las Vegas.
In motion goes the tight end. Stroud looking to throw. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, south. What? Oh, right. 11. 18. Okay.
Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Contreras.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Contreras. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Contreras. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Genty. Looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders get a bit closer. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mark Andrews, 65 yards. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Raiders 6.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Stroud.
His throw is going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Hey, Sal. Tony. Why Tony? Tony.
Stroud out of the gun here. He'll find Ginty out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Ginty.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw. Stroud.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Raiders' 43-yard
To throw is Nix.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
At the line of scrimmage.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Once more with Harvey.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
R.J. Harvey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Raiders 6.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Contreras. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go. Hey, Uno Mars.
Final play of the half. Stroud. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 12. Stroud sets up the play action. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ready?
Here's Hill again on second down.
And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
He'll try again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's third.
19 seconds.
Third.
Look at hot. Look at hot. Hey, stop. Hey, uno. Hey.
From the gun on third down, Stroud. We're looking deep here for Flowers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Ronnie Hickman with a pick.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
How about this?
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Stroud's pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hold on, son. Ready.
That's out quickly to Hyatt.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Jalen Hyatt
From 13 yards out.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 6.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really... Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try to make the play throwing the ball. And some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 14-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 6.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6.
Stroud is going to audible to something else.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in the game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Contreras.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
An audible here to get a new look.
South. 19 Texas.
4th down. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now, he was able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Hill. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. You can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played three quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Contreras. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43.
And Stroud now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Contreras. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw left side, complete. That's Baker. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
First and 10 at the 40.
Stroud will look to throw once more. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Short throw caught by Bowers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They'll look to throw again. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Contreras.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Touchdown Raiders. Brock Bowers. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Hill again on second down. A beautiful fake. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 28. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
a great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Raiders 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos had 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was... And now here is another interception. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for him. They'll get this down to the 38.
nice chunk of yards at first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here's Hill again on second down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They run it again with Hill. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On third down, it's Hill. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here's Stroud. That's to Bowers once again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stroud working out of the gun. They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Second and 6.
Here goes Stroud again. Looking deep here for Flowers.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Broncos,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's now 14 games without a win, with time running out to try and get one.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.